GenCon 2015, Mark Arnaudo from the booth of Iello, and where they are showcasing a new game that is not out yet. They have a prototype here. The new game is called The Big Book of Madness, and I see tentacles around, so that seems interesting. And Keith from Iello has agreed to tell us a little bit about this upcoming release. Thank you.
You're welcome. Big Book of Madness has a great story behind it. You're beginning students in a magic school. You can specialize in a certain type of magic, which are the elements: air, water, fire, earth. In the school, at the library, which is in the basement, they've told you there's this very big book, which is an absolute do not go near book. As students, especially young students, what do? You go and you open the book. Well, it turns out that book is actually a prison for all the worst magical monsters through the centuries. You now unleash them into the world. You're going to try to cover up your mistake by quickly throwing spells. You're rudimentary students, so at the beginning you only have 4 spells to work with. That's all you know. But so during the course of monsters coming out and curses showing up, you're frantically gathering elements so that you can throw these spells.
The time is now 5:30 and the exhibit hall will be closing in 30 minutes.
So in case you didn't know, it is 5:30 and the exhibit hall will be closing in a half hour. Just to clarify that. In any case, your students, you're gathering things frantically, trying to throw spells that will help. And you're in a library, so you are opening books and trying to learn additional spells to help you. So it does become a frantic mess. And it is cooperative. But the number of choices is really refreshing. A lot of cooperative games, the goal is so clear that you know everybody is working at it from the same angle. This you can actually attack it from a couple different angles. You can try to learn more spells, you could learn to up your ability to learn spells, you could cast certain things. As you're going through, you're also collecting madness because these monsters are coming out and unleashing horrors on the world. So you could also go completely insane if you don't do this well. So you're trying to get rid of the madness that's collecting in your group. So by discussing how to best use what everybody has, you go through the game and try to subdue the monsters. The pages are turning. Each time the page turns, the new monster comes out and you have to deal with it. So very exciting.
Can you show us some of the components and just give us a sense of more or less what they do?
Right.
So here's the board, well, prototype, of course.
Right. The book will actually be on a podium, but it looks like a book. When the page opens, it unleashes a monster. He's going to cast certain spells.
Can you just turn the page? Thank you.
So each monster is very different, and they have different curses that they're going to enact. Artwork, of course, Iello is very beautiful.
Yep, sure is.
You're going to put the curses out here. So you've got a green curse, a white curse, where I can't find the white curse, there we go, and a red curse. These are what you're going to have to defeat to get rid of the monster, to banish him back into the book. You're going to have a hand that is composed of these elements. The more you play, the more your strength of your hand increases. So you've got 1s, 2s, and 3s, which are used to cast. This is your basic spells. But as the core game progresses, you're looking to invest and learn bigger and better spells that will help you defeat the monsters more quickly. So the different things you have, you got these energy which can be used to buy spells, can be used to cast spells, can be used to destroy curses that are already out on the board. So all of it comes together beautifully. Characters get to choose, people get to choose which character they're going to play. So this guy is from the fire deck. This lady is from Earth, the Earth School. Each one has their own bonuses. It tells you what card you're going to start with, which is slightly skewed in favor of fire for this person, earth for this person. Everybody's going to choose their characters strategically thinking how the game may best play out, that we want an assortment of stuff. So everybody's going to probably be from a different school to help with combating the variety of monsters that are going to come out. So quite a few cards to play with, so it will be fresh and new each time. And also with the people you're playing, you could choose different strategies. So even if you play with the same people, say, let's try it doing this way. You can do things like passing turns to people, destroying madness. The madness card is kind of cool. You got a person hanging upside down in a straitjacket. And these are the madness cards that you collect throughout the game. They also act as a timer. If you were able to deplete the madness deck, that means that everybody has gone completely mad and you can lose that way. Yeah.
Since it's fully cooperative, could it be played solo?
It cannot be played solo. It is a game that can be played with two for cooperative games, and I think it still plays quite good with two. It's a 2 to 5 player game. The entire game really lasts. It's pretty meaty, so it's going to take you about an hour to get through it.
Okay. Sounds great. And when is this scheduled to be released?
It'll be releasing in French at Essen. We'll probably have it 2 to 3 weeks after that, the US version.
Sounds great. Thank you, Keith, for taking the time to tell us about the Big Book of Madness, upcoming release by Iello.
Thank you so much.